Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me and see me. I just want to hop on here real quick, random, because I'm just doing a little lift early this morning. It's 6:30 a.m. But I just came up on this building and it said cycle on the outside of the building. Cycle? I got it down. Yeah, this building says cycle. And I don't know, maybe it's a cycling class or something they started up, but that's what it said on the outside, y'all. Anyway, this head wrap be pissing me off. And I thought, when I had that thought about this damn head wrap, I thought, yep, that's a cycle too. Monkeying around with this hair wrap when I need to be sharing something with y'all that come to my mind when I see something random. Hold on. So the first thing I thought when I saw that building, how it said cycle, is how it's almost like a lot of times if you take a pause and just review, do some self-inventory and just review something that you might be experiencing in your life, a lot of times it'd be a cycle. It'd be a cycle. And then the thought that popped in my mind is, so when you identify it, when you really introspect and identify that what you are experiencing is a cycle of some sort, at what point are you going to jump off of that Ferris wheel? That's what I was hearing. At what point are you going to jump off of that Ferris wheel and exit the cycle and see something from a different perspective? You know, I was watching somebody the other day and she said, you know, honestly, life is all about perspective. Shift your perspective. If you see something differently, then maybe you can make a different decision. But you ain't gonna never even get there unless you take the time to introspect, do self-inventory, reflect, zoom out, try to see something from a higher perspective. Change your angle. That's the only way you can shift. It got to start from within. And it's a consciousness thing. It's interesting. But anyway, yeah, that building says cycle on the outside. And a lot of times, whether we know it or not, a lot of times we're unconscious of that truth. But a lot of the stuff that we be experiencing, especially the stuff that we don't necessarily like about our experience and stuff, as bad as we want to shift, it won't happen until you identify. Like they say, self-awareness is half the battle. That's why it's so important to be able to sit with yourself and be alone with your thoughts and not be so distracted trying to escape your thoughts. Because like they say, the medicine is in the wound. And sometimes the wound is a lot of the things that's flying through our mind that we've experienced, past experiences, things we need to heal from, childhood experiences, whatever it might be. And so you grow up and it can keep you in cycles, because a lot of times it's something that's deep in our subconscious, or that's something that's happening within us psychologically that we're unaware of. Because we won't reflect. But anyway, and it'll keep you in crazy cycles. And I know I'm not shooting a dig out at anybody, because I experience this stuff too. Just like how I be messing with this hair wrap. Get off the Ferris wheel, y'all.